Hi, this is Gordy Hughes here again with another Money Smart moment from Smart Choice Life. I promised in the last video that I would give you the 6 big reasons that I've listed on our website why you should not transfer assets to a child if you think you may need nursing care down the road. We know you're going to end up having to pay for it. We said in the last video that if we keep on going, as governments keep on going the way we are, by 2037 they'll be spending 97% of their annual income in health care. That cannot happen. They can't raise income taxes high enough to cover the rising costs, and they can't cut back that many programs to compensate for that. So no question, people with assets are going to have to pay for their own health care. And that's not a New Brunswick problem, that's a Canadian problem. Okay, here we go. Prior to 2006, the people had to pay their own way if they had assets here in New Brunswick. Some people tried different things to avoid it. Some of these problems arose. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. What if a child, if you transferred money to them, if a child had a serious injury or illness, and that child needed nursing care before you do? That's happened. Now, your assets could be used to pay up for their care before you need to use them. The asset's in their name, it is considered theirs and can be used to cover their expenses. Bottom line. In one case, a responsible daughter was given title to her parents' house because they did involve the family home in the assets, depending on whether somebody was living there or not. So I'm not sure why they did this, but then the daughter's husband went and died suddenly. Eventually, she met another man. He treated her very well, but he developed a gambling addiction. He created more financial problems, and they lost the home that mom and dad were out of their home even though they were still healthy. Now, this is a true story that happened here in New Brunswick prior to 2006. Okay? Number 3, another couple put money in a joint bank account between their 2 sons. That creates double jeopardy. So if either son encounters a health or personal problem, all of that money will go in that joint account, can be accessed by either son's creditors or nursing home. Nursing home being creditor if they're in that situation. Now, the person that told me they did this is actually a mortgage specialist working at a bank. So you really have to be cautious about giving too much credit to people's credibility, because he didn't seem to have any problem with it. Number 4, unforeseen legal issues. We can never know when a child might be assumed responsible for some harm to another. What if that child got sued? It was could be an unintentional accident, or something not covered by insurance, or still maybe open for civil lawsuit. So if they have money, that's at jeopardy there. Number 5. Question is, could an unforeseen market changes, that's in buying and selling stuff and so on locally, or even stock market changes, I suppose, could they cripple a child's business or career and leave them vulnerable to creditors? Like people they stopped renting movies because you can get them online now. I mean, those businesses have gone down the tubes, and they could be vulnerable to some of their creditors, and it depends on the situation. The sixth thing we have seen here is, could your child's offspring, like your grandchild, develop a critical illness or injury needing nursing home care? This care may have been provided by the province if their parent didn't have your assets in their name. Oh, mistake. They're not your assets when they transfer somebody else's name. They're gone. This list that I've just been referring to by no means covers all the ways that you could lose your assets by transferring them to a child's name. For your own sake, please contact us before you would proceed with something like that. We do have better strategies. Our toll-free service number is 800-471-0411. Or if you're local to the Fredericton area, you can dial 4 life insurance. That's the number 4 and spell life insurance. You're all set. Or 454-3346. Or you can go on our website and use the contact information of smartchoicelife.com. One of the things is younger people, not necessarily younger people, but anybody healthy that's under 80 should be purchasing long-term care insurance. It may be the simplest and easiest and most economical solution. If you're older or in poor health, we have different options available to you. But please tell your son or daughter to call us for a free quote if you're older, for a policy that'll pay for nursing care at home or in a nursing facility. There are many companies don't even sell it, and of the few that do sell it, we work with 16 different life insurers, and I'm sure that 2/3 of them don't sell life insurance or long-term care insurance. Of the ones that do, there are cumbersome restrictions to them. Some only cover like a licensed health medical person to provide the care and so on. But we've picked one that will even cover it if your husband or your wife or some other relative is taking care of you in your own home. All you have to do is qualify, either from the case of memory, independence, or lose 2 of the 6 usual functions of daily living. So give us a call and set this issue, solve this issue, put it in a place where you don't have to worry about it. Trust me, you don't want to be worrying about stuff like that when you're into your retirement years. Enjoy the retirement you've earned. Thank you, and you have yourself a great day. I've already mentioned the website, smartchoicelife.com, and 4 life insurance to give us a phone call. Thank you, and you have a great day.